Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to the channel. Today I'm in a bit of a rush, I'm going to get this video done very quickly. I want to talk a bit about how to effectively prepare for interviews. And just to say, this video isn't just for those people who are currently doing their interviews. It isn't those people who are just applying to medical school at the moment. The tips and resources in this video are applicable to practically anyone who's interested in medicine, because interview skills are a critical thing that every aspiring medical student needs to get into medical school. So before I continue, for those who don't know me, I'm Sen, I'm a fourth year medical student. I'm currently at Cambridge, and right now I'm in my medicine placement at the local big hospital, Adam Brooks Hospital. It's a massive tertiary centre with hundreds of beds, and something exciting is always happening there. I do want to guide you towards my website. I've got a fantastic resource that is linked to today's video, 20 rapid fire questions that'll help you improve your interview technique and think of interview answers on the spot in a moment's notice. So moving on to the main bit of today's video. Like I said, medical interviews is something that every single person who wants to get into medical school has to do. A big worry that all of us have when doing these medical interviews is, what if the interviewer asks me a question that, I didn't expect? Maybe I may have prepared for it, but the way they suddenly ask it means I'm caught off guard, and although I've thought about it before, I'll just struggle to answer it and I'll screw up my interview. A lot of us have that worry, and I was also worrying like that when I had my 3 interviews at Cambridge, King's and UCL back in the day. It's a really good exercise that you can do to prepare yourself for unexpected questions, whether they're routine questions about your work experience or routine questions about your qualities and skills, to a few more complicated questions talking about your weaknesses and strengths or about the NHS. It's really important that you put yourself in that high pressure scenario that you'll be in the interview. By putting yourself in this high pressure scenario a few times before your final interview, you will become accustomed to the scenario. You'll become accustomed to hearing questions come out of the blue and quickly having to gather your thoughts and give a good answer. And that's why today I want to introduce to you a really good resource that I've been using with my private tutees over the last few months and years that really help prepare them for these high pressure scenarios. And this is asking 20 interview questions in 20 minutes, rapid fire, non-stop for 20 minutes, and you don't get any more than a minute per question. By someone asking you these questions, or by you sort of timing yourself a minute per question and answering these questions in a minute, non-stop for 20 minutes, for 20 different questions, you will really be putting yourself under pressure to think on your feet, but also to structure your answers well. A key thing that I cannot stress any more at all is the importance of structure in a good medical interview answer. Think about it. When you've got doctors working on wards, looking after patients, a really big part of their care plan is a structured approach. When you've got a surgeon who's doing an operation, a really important part is structure. When you've got an X-ray technician about to do an X-ray, they follow a protocol. Again, some sort of structure. So as you can see, structure is a really important part of medicine. Protocols are a really important part of medicine. And so if you can, in the interview, begin to show interviewers that you can think in a structured manner, then they will really favour it. So although these 20 questions in 20 minutes might seem like a very difficult challenge that I'm setting you, if you take on the correct approach of taking a few seconds as soon as you hear the question to think of 3 main points that you want to say in the next minute, then trust me, this whole interview challenge becomes a lot easier. So what I want you to do, I really want to encourage you to get this resource from my website. Go to sencath.com, scroll down to the med squad section and look at the first rapid fire question sheet. I've given fairly detailed instructions as to how you can make the most of these questions. You can simply sit down with a friend or even with yourself and a camera, and you can have a timer in front of you to make sure you don't go over a minute per question. And to make things even harder, these 20 rapid fire questions are an assortment of all the different types of medical school questions you can be asked. From ethical questions to personal questions to your understanding about med school to even some proper funky questions as to how you study well. So there is a variety of questions in here, and it will definitely be a challenge. There are so many students who underestimate how important the interview is. They sit back, they get a few interviews, they don't think too much of it, they go there, they screw it up and they lose the medical offer. A lot of medical schools, the reason they interview you is because they're interested. They like the prospect of your application and they want to interview you, they want to speak to you to really understand your personality, your thinking and your experiences, but also your motivations for doing medicine. If you can do the interview well, then most likely you'll get an offer. As you can probably tell from my demeanour, interviews are super easy to do well in if you just simply prepare. Like I said, a short video, I'm very busy today, I've got lots of things to do, just came from the hospital and I've got a few meetings, so I do hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a big like, and subscribe to the channel if you want more. Comment down below with how you found this rapid fire interview challenge. Remember, 20 questions or so in 20 minutes, and trust me, it's going to be difficult. But think about it, even diamonds are made under intense heat and pressure, and so an excellent medical school candidate also requires some hard work. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys soon in the next video. Cheerio.